Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Tuesday morning. So, my in-house forecast model doesn't really have anything depicted, but as of the time of this recording, from North Platte down to Curtis and just south of there, we've got some nice thunder shower activity this morning, the heaviest activity near the Curtis area. And the big question is, how far east could this hold together before falling apart? Some models are hinting at it getting all the way to central Nebraska around the Tri-Cities area. So, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Is there nothing severe expected, but there may be some thunderstorms, and that may hold some clouds around for a time this morning. Then as we get into this afternoon, maybe still a few clouds around here, but we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to show you another forecast model in just a little bit here, but let's go through this model first. The other story of the day, winds kind of strong. South-southeast winds will be picking up, gusting 25 to 35 miles per hour. So it could be kind of windy, which we don't get a lot of windy days in summer unless it's around thunderstorms. So it could be kind of a little on the windy side today. Tonight, storms firing up in the Dakotas, and we could see those brush by northern Nebraska. Some of those storms up in South Dakota, though, could produce an outflow boundary pushing southward, and as that pushes south, it might spark off some isolated thunderstorms in here, maybe as far south as the Tri-Cities area. But we're most likely to see thunderstorms right in here, lingering into eastern Nebraska early on Wednesday morning. Wednesday, that moves on out in the morning. More sunshine, breezy winds again. Notice the wind's a little stronger in southeast Nebraska this time. As we get into tomorrow night, once again, we do it all over. This time, northern Nebraska, the best chance of storms. But again, outflow boundary right there by 1 a.m. That might be enough to produce an isolated shower thunderstorm farther south. But the best chances will be in the northern half of the state. That moves on out Thursday morning. And we're going to start to see that heat build in even more Thursday and Friday. So, severe weather-wise. Actually, before we even get to that, let me go to that other forecast model. We're going to only look at the short-term part of this model here. This is what we call the high-resolution refresh model. And this kind of has an idea of the stuff that we have out there this morning, but it's still not great. But at least it gives you a hint at what could be coming. It does show it dying out. Now, I've been looking at a new version of it that just came out, but it doesn't come out on my graphics. It does actually show this activity around noon around Grand Island and Hastings, so I'm debating throwing a small chance of rain in today. We'll see. But I don't really expect much for severe weather with it, so non-severe storms. Otherwise, tonight, severe storms up in South Dakota, and maybe some of those brushing into northern Nebraska. So slight risk here, marginal risk here, but again, as you get away from the better chances, the severe weather threat really drops off farther south. Damage and wind gusts, large hail, the primary threats. Tomorrow night, again, northern Nebraska I think is the best chance, but again, maybe something's able to fire up along an outflow boundary farther to the south. Hail and wind, again, your primary threats. I don't think we'll see a ton of severe weather, but can't rule it out. Thursday night, or late Thursday into Thursday night, far northern Nebraska, this is a much, much lower chance for most of us to see anything during this time frame. I did not even throw chances in for the Tri-Cities or North Platte, even though they still have us under the general thunder shower chance. It's a pretty slim chance right now, the way it looks. Highs today, low 80s in the northeast, mid 80s here. And then as you go to the west and southwest, it just heats up, upper 80s. Lower 90s and mid 90s, even upper 90s into parts of the panhandle. So a little more heat building in out west and southwest. For the as we look around the area, again, 83 later today around Atkinson, 85 in Brewster, 90 in Arthur. Again, maybe something thunderstorm-wise right in here this morning yet. Again, North Platte, Gothenburg, Lexington, Curtis, we'll see if thunderstorms hold together. Could they get all the way to the central Nebraska around the Tri-Cities? We'll see. Mid 80s around Loop City, 86, Kearney, 92 Cambridge, 94 McCook, 97 or 98 in the Benkelman area later on today, 95 in Imperial. So more heat to the west and southwest. Low mid 80s, maybe some upper 80s around Red Cloud, Superior towards northern Kansas here, but low and mid 80s, 82 around David City, 84 for York and Seward, 85 in Aurora. Low 80s. In the northeast, maybe as warm as 84 in Fullerton, 82 in Neely and Plainview, 83. The storm chance tonight in these northern areas. So there's a look at your zone forecast. Let's take a look at tonight's forecast. 60s for lows, mid and upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. A little warmer tomorrow, mid and upper 80s in the northeast. Near 90 in the Tri-Cities and Lincoln, mid 90s here in the southwest part of Nebraska into the Panhandle of Nebraska. Tomorrow night into Thursday morning, 60s and lower 70s. We're inching those up as that dew point creeps up and that humidity gets higher. Low temperatures are going to get a little bit warmer as well. Highs on Thursday, upper 80s, low 90s, and look out west, mid upper 90s with some triple digits possible in the panhandle. That said, many of us could be pushing heat index values now above 100 degrees with those high amounts of humidity combined with 90 plus degree temperatures. Heat index values possibly over 100 degrees on Thursday. Thursday night, a mild night, mid to upper 60s, low to mid 70s. And Friday, for many of us, could be our warmest day into the 90s, even nearing triple digits down south. The biggest question mark would be right in here. The colors don't quite match the numbers because I think the colors are with a forecast model that show cooler temperatures already moving in, but it may get up to above 90 before that cooler air arrives. So we're going to go mostly widespread 90s on Friday. Take a look at that long-range forecast as we get a nice cold front Friday into Friday night, Saturday. That's going to cool us back this weekend. But small chances of storms the next couple of nights, late nights. And then next chances, a slightly better chance Saturday night into Sunday morning and continuing through Sunday night, Monday morning there. But a little bit of a temporary cool down into the mid-80s. We'll sneak back up near and maybe even above 90 by the middle of next week. North Platte. Your temperatures rising up into the 90s the next couple of days. Small chance of storms left this morning, and then drying out and clearing skies as the day wears on. More sun the next couple of days. I did not include nighttime chances of storms for you. Then as we look towards the end of the week, again, mid to upper 90s, 80s returning for the weekend. Slight chance of storms Friday night, slight chances Saturday night all the way through Sunday night. Otherwise, after that little bit of a cool down, we're going to heat back up into the lower 90s for the middle of next week. The Climate Prediction Center keeps the warm weather going through the middle of the month. Most of the country, in fact, above average, with the most likely areas being in the northeastern part of the United States. And near average precipitation, so we still do have chances down the road. All right, with that, I want to thank you all for watching on this Tuesday morning. I will be back with you on Wednesday with all the latest. Until then, take care and God bless. Bye.